सॉरी लास्ट वीक जो फ्राइडे को सेशन हुआ वो नहीं हो पाया बिकॉज ऑफ सम टेक्निकल रीजंस। और दूसरा, मैं भी इतनी टेक्नोलॉजी savvy नहीं हूँ कि आई डिडंट अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू कॉन्टैक्ट ऑनलाइन। सो तो इसलिए लास्ट टाइम का ही जो टॉपिक है वो कवर करेंगे। लास्ट
Speak
टाइम,
loudly, please.
या तो लास्ट टाइम का जो टॉपिक है वो ही हम लोग कवर करेंगे। तो so that is
I'm
basic
going to be big.
so that is basically what kind of psychological changes occur in aging। और जैसे मिस्टर साले ने बताया, मेरा नाम अमृता है और मैं ग्रेसफुल लिविंग में काम करती हूँ। एंड ग्रेसफुल लिविंग इज एन इनिशिएटिव विच हैज बीन स्टार्टेड बाय तुलसी ट्रस्ट एंड द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ जेरियाट्रिक मेडिसिन जसलोक हॉस्पिटल। और हम लोग ग्रेसफुल लिविंग में मेडिकल एज वेल एज सोशल सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करते हैं। तो मेडिकल सर्विसेज में आपने डॉक्टर प्रेम को देखा होगा, सुना होगा। तो वो जनरली मेडिकल सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करते हैं जिसमें वो असेसमेंट्स करते हैं इन विच अ पर्सन्स फिजिकल, मेंटल, सोशल हेल्थ इज असेस्ड। और अलग अलग हम लोग वेबिनार्स करते हैं, सपोर्ट ग्रुप मीटिंग्स करते हैं। और मैं बेसिकली एज अ जेरेंटोलॉजिस्ट एंड कोऑर्डिनेटर करके काम करती हूँ। सो बेसिकली मैं वन ऑफ द थिंग्स दैट आई डू इज इंटेलेक्चुअल कंपेनियनशिप। मतलब जो वृद्ध लोग अकेले घर पे रहते हैं या फिर जिनको अकेलापन महसूस होता है, पीपल हु फील लोनली और आर लोनली, तो उनके लिए उनके नीड्स असेस करने के बाद हम लोग आइदर ऑनलाइन या फिर उनके घरों में जाके हम लोग उनको जो भी प्रकार से जो भी एक्टिविटीज अच्छे लगते होंगे वो हिसाब से हम लोग उनके साथ मेंटल स्टिमुलेशन एक्टिविटीज करते हैं। और बेसिकली उनको वी ट्राई एंड सी टू इट दैट उनको कैसे अच्छा लगे एंड यू नो हाउ वी कैन मेक देम फील नाइस एंड इम्पोर्टेंट। तो ये दिस इज इन ब्रीफ अबाउट ग्रेसफुल लिविंग। तो आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक है कि साइकोलॉजिकल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ एजिंग। ओके, तो जनरली हम लोगों को फिजिकल चेंजेस हमारे एजिंग में क्या होते हैं तो वो हम लोगों को जनरली मालूम होता है। ऑर्गन्स कौन से डिटीरियोरेट होते हैं, आर्टरीज ब्लॉक होते हैं, रिंकल्स होते हैं। तो ये सब जनरली फिजिकल चेंजेस के बारे में पेपर्स में भी काफी आता है, डॉक्टर्स को हम लोग पूछते हैं। तो ये सब के बारे में जनरली वी नो अबाउट दिस। But what kind of psychological changes take place in aging? That is something that we need to know. Okay, so I will be talking about that. So there is this quote which is there, which I'd like to share with all of you. It says that because we all want to live into old age, the study of age and aging helps us to understand something about ourselves and a stage of life and a stage in life we all hope to reach. Okay, तो मैं पहले से हमेशा बोलते आ रही हूँ कि जेरेंटोलॉजी जो है, जो विषय है, जो मतलब वो मैंने पढ़ा है। सो इन दैट बेसिकली वी ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड एजिंग, basically the different processes related to aging, what kind of issues that there are in aging, and basically क्या क्या करना चाहिए एजिंग में, क्या क्या करना चाहिए और बेसिकली क्या क्या नहीं करना चाहिए। और अगर हम लोग एजिंग को अच्छी तरह से हम लोग समझते हैं तो उसमें जो चेंजेस आते हैं, जो बदलाव आते हैं, तो उससे हम लोग और अच्छी तरह से डील कर सकते हैं। दैट इज वाई वी नीड टू नो अबाउट जेरेंटोलॉजी एंड वी नीड टू learn about this subject. Okay, so basically I will be covering psychological aspects related to, am I, can you all hear me?
Yes, Amrita, you're clear. Can you just put your presentation on presentation mode? Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. सो ये साइकोलॉजिकल एस्पेक्ट्स जो है ये एक एक करके मैं कवर करूंगी। ओके, सो सबसे पहला है कॉग्निशन। यानी कॉग्निशन इज व्हाट, देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड कॉग्निटिव एजिंग। ओके, सो इट बेसिकली मींस हाउ द ब्रेन मैनेजेस थिंकिंग, knowing, understanding, solving problems, planning, organizing, and other cognitive functions. Okay, so generally normal aging में क्या होता है? Okay, ये इसलिए भी जरूरी है क्योंकि कुछ भी अगर अलग हो जाता है, so generally we tend to feel fearful, we tend to feel scared. तो कभी scared होना चाहिए, कभी नहीं scared होना चाहिए, ये भी हमको पता होना चाहिए. ओके, सो बेसिकली कॉग्निटिव एजिंग या फिर कौन से एरियाज हमारे ब्रेन में अफेक्ट होंगे, दैट इज डिफरेंट इन ईच एंड एवरी पर्सन, दैट इज रिलेटिव इन ईच एंड एवरी पर्सन. और हर एक वृद्ध व्यक्ति के इसमें सेम पैटर्न नहीं होगा, हर एक व्यक्ति में पैटर्न अलग अलग होगा. बट वन थिंग विच इज क्लियर with respect to cognitive aging and which we need to keep in mind is हमारा जो processing speed है, okay, the speed with which we grasp things, the speed with which we understand things, the speed with which we understand, respond and react to things, that decreases with age. तो इसके लिए कुछ भी हमको थोड़ा बहुत समझने के लिए या फिर कुछ भी लर्न करने के लिए हम लोगों को थोड़ा बहुत एज के हिसाब से हम लोगों को टाइम लगता है. पर एक बार अगर अच्छी तरह से समझ में आया तो फिर हम लोग उसके ऊपर और अच्छे तरीके से काम कर सकते हैं. एक छोटा सा मैं आपको एग्जाम्पल दूंगी कि हम लोग खास वृद्धों के लिए, सीनियर सिटीजन्स के लिए हम लोग कंप्यूटर क्लासेस लेते थे और उसमें हम लोगों ने काफी सारे प्रोग्राम्स उनको सिखाए, वर्ड सिखाया, एक्सेल सिखाया, पावर पॉइंट सिखाया. And we had this teacher who was extremely passionate about teaching senior citizens. So she taught them PowerPoint, and the assignment that they had at the end was that they had to do a presentation in PowerPoint. तो at the end PowerPoint में जब भी उन्होंने उनको थोड़ा बहुत सीखने को टाइम लगा, कौन कौन से फीचर्स होते हैं, क्या क्या उसमें ये होता है, डिजाइन्स कैसे करने हैं, फॉन्ट्स कैसे यूज करने हैं, उसको जूम कैसे करना है, एक के बाद एक स्लाइड्स को कैसे बदलना है, तो ये समझने को पावर पॉइंट में थोड़ा सा टाइम लगा. बट व्हेन दे हैड टू डू द प्रेजेंटेशन, तो तभी वो जो उन्होंने उसमें जो फीचर्स यूज किए थे रिलेटेड टू पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन, वो इतने अलग थे that the teacher herself was very impressed, and the teacher was very surprised to see that the students had used features which some even she did not know. Okay, so basically थोड़ा बहुत समझने को टाइम लगता है, ग्रास्प करने को, एनकोड करने को, समझने को थोड़ा बहुत टाइम लगता है. बट एक बार वो समझ में आ गया तो जनरली हमारे दिमाग में वो अच्छे से बैठ सकता है. दिस नॉइज
Amrita, you're clear, Amrita.
Okay, so I think there was some this in the background. Okay, and ये हम लोगों को समझ के लेना चाहिए कि ये जो नॉर्मल कॉग्निटिव एजिंग है, तो इसमें हमारे जो डे टू डे एक्टिविटीज है उसमें जनरली कोई भी चेंज नहीं आता है. थोड़े बहुत चेंजेस हो सकते हैं, या इसका नाम नहीं याद आना, वो हम लोग कोई समझो कुछ फ्रिज में से निकालते हैं और फिर सोचते हैं अरे क्या लेने को आई थी मैं फ्रिज में से, तो ये करने के लिए कभी कभी थोड़ा बहुत टाइम लग सकता है, विच इज व्हाट वी कॉल इन जेरेंटोलॉजी एज सीनियर मूवमेंट्स. ओके, तो थोड़ा बहुत कभी कभी मेमोरी लैप्स जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं, तो वो हो सकता है, बट आफ्टर सम टाइम वी विल बी एबल टू रिकलेक्ट whatever we had forgotten. Okay, so in normal cognitive aging generally हमारे डे टू डे जो एक्टिविटीज हैं वो अफेक्ट नहीं होते हैं. ओके, तो ये जो प्लानिंग है, ऑर्गेनाइजिंग है, थिंकिंग है, तो इसमें थोड़ा बहुत मतलब ये धीमी हो सकती है. They might slow down a little bit. We might take time to understand or to process certain things. ओके, सो अगर टाइम लगता है तो इसमें विचलित होने की या फिर हमको डरने की उसमें कोई जरूरत नहीं है. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू लर्निंग अ पर्टिकुलर थिंग, अगर हम लोग वो एकदम स्लो लर्न करते हैं तो हम लोग वहीं पे डर जाते हैं. हम लोग बोलते हैं अरे ये तो मेरे को जमता ही नहीं है, आई कैन नॉट डू दिस, लीव इट, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू डू इट बिकॉज आई दिस इज नॉट माई कप ऑफ टी, आई वोंट डू इट. तो जनरली वी गिव अप. Why? Because we are taking time to learn that particular thing. Another example I'll give you of this uncle of mine who passed away, and I think he was around 75, 76, and he did his law. Okay, so after many years, after a gap of many years, he did his law. He took admission, and I think he had around 7 subjects in the first year, and he passed in 6 subjects. All the 6 subjects he passed, but in only one subject he failed. Okay, so because then we asked him, so he said it was difficult for him to understand that particular subject, and although he had asked, spoken to his professors and teacher, it was difficult. So in this particular subject he failed, but in all the other 6 subjects he scored well, he passed well. So because he did not clear that one particular subject, he gave up that entire law course. Why? Because I am not able to understand, I am not able to do this, and I will not be able to do it. ओके, सो हम लोग जनरली वृद्धत्व में कुछ थोड़ा भी हम लोगों को नहीं आता है, या फिर हम लोगों को थोड़ा भी अगर एफर्ट करना पड़ता है, तो हम लोग उसको गिव अप कर देते हैं. Okay, we do not want to pursue that particular thing. But if we know that this processing speed is going to slow down, if we know that we are going to slow down, certain things are going to slow down, then we will be better prepared, and we need to put in that much more efforts. Okay, so that is related to cognitive aging. दूसरा ये है कि मेमोरी के साथ क्या होता है, और इसमें भी बहुत सारा रिसर्च हुआ है. एंड जनरली दे से दैट हमारे जो ब्रेन में हमारे जो न्यूरॉन्स हैं, तो दे आर वर्किंग लेस क्विकली एंड दे आर वर्किंग लेस वेल देन अर्लियर इन लाइफ. बट वो काम डेफिनेटली करते हैं. Okay, so when it comes to memory, there are 5 types of memory. Psychologists have said that there are 5 types of memory, and what gets affected in old age is something that they have explained, which we need to know and which we need to understand. Now, what is memory? Memory is basically the ability to remember information. Okay, so what is working memory? यहाँ पे 5 types के memories मैंने दिए हैं. So what is working memory? So working memory is the ability to temporarily hold information in mind and manipulate it mentally, like remembering a new number and then dialing it. ओके, तो कोई भी टेम्पररी हमको इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती है, उसके ऊपर अगर हमको काम करना है, सो दैट इज बेसिकली वर्किंग मेमोरी. ओके, सो वर्किंग मेमोरी इज इन्वॉल्व्ड इन वेराइटी ऑफ मेंटल टास्क लाइक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, मेकिंग डिसीजंस, processing whatever the other person is saying, processing the language that the other person is using. Okay, so that is working memory. Okay, so whatever temporary information has been given to me, I need to work on that information. I need to act according to the information that has been given to me. So that is working memory. Okay, दूसरा जो है, that is called the semantic long term memory. Now, what is semantic long term memory? That is basically factual information that you acquire over a period of time. Okay, so like names of a state capital, or whatever actual information is there. Okay, so regarding whatever states, capitals, geographical locations of a country, so whatever we have been learning over a period of time regarding facts, factual information, so that comes under semantic long term memory. तीसरा जो है, that is episodic memory. Okay, so basically whatever episodes occur in our life, whatever experiences are there, personally experienced events that happen over a period of time. Okay, so that comes under episodic memory. Whatever episodes, experiences that I have had in my life. Okay, that is episodic memory.
चौथा जो है that is prospective memory. That means the ability to do things in the future. Next week, I am going to do this. Next week, I am going to go to the bank and do this work. Okay, so next week, I'm going to talk to this particular person. That comes under prospective memory. Okay, ability to do things in the future, plan things in the future. और पांचवा जो है that is the procedural memory. Okay, so that is basically related to learning a skill. यानी learning and remembering how to do certain activities which take time and practice. Okay, so learning how to cook is comes under procedural memory. Learning how to drive comes under procedural memory. So whatever takes time, practice and effort comes under procedural memory. Okay, so now what gets affected in old age? Normally, if we go to see what gets affected. Now, these are the practical implications. Okay, so we need time to practice new procedures, but ability to perform well-learned procedures are stable. Okay, so basically what I am trying to say is that this working memory, this episodic memory और ये जो prospective memory है तो वो generally affect होते हैं. Okay, and those three, working memory, episodic memory और prospective memory, get affected in old age, but this procedural memory in which we learn things, we learn skills which require effort, generally these do not get affected. Okay, so as we said in terms of the processing speed, तो ये जो नए प्रोसीजर्स हम लोगों को अगर करने हैं, so that ability to learn or to perform those well-learned procedures is stable. Okay, so basically what we are saying is ये procedural memory जो है in which whatever skills we have learned over a period of time, तो वो generally lose नहीं होते हैं. Okay, but ये working memory जो है whatever temporarily हमको दी गई जो information है या फिर जो episodic जो हमारे इसमें पहले जो घटनाएं घड़ी हैं या फिर जो recent events हुए हैं तो वो जनरली अफेक्ट होते हैं और हमको आगे क्या करना है तो ये जनरली अफेक्ट होता है. बट दिस प्रोसीजरल मेमोरी वेयर वी हैव लर्नड थिंग्स over a period of time, that generally does not get affected. Okay, so we might have difficulty because the working memory is affected. We might have difficulty solving complex problems. We might have a difficulty recalling recent events, but the ability to perform well-learned procedures remains stable. Okay, so जो less familiar information है, information which has been given to me recently, so that gets affected. Okay, I might take time to learn a new procedure, but procedures which I have learned over a period of time, that generally does not get affected. ओके, सो ये हम लोग बोलते हैं ना ये थोड़े दिन पहले क्या हुआ वो मुझे जनरली याद नहीं आता है या फिर वो मुझे आई एम नॉट एबल टू रिमेम्बर दैट. सो यू माइट नॉट बी एबल टू रिमेम्बर इट एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. Okay, but you might be able to remember it after some time, so that is okay, so that is fine. Okay, and you know, related to senior moments, I'll just tell you there was this joke which I heard. So there is this young couple and an old couple who are you know, going, and this young couple sees that this old man, he's addressing his wife as dear darling, and you know, so the young wife says to her husband that, you know, look, you know, their romance is, I mean, they are so romantic, and you know, the old man is calling her dear darling and you never call me by these names. Okay, so please ask him, you know, how their whatever romance love has been, you know, how they have been able to retain all this for such a long period of time. So this young man goes and asks this old man, you know, I mean, how come, you know, still after so many years you are calling your wife dear darling, don't you fight? So this old man tells the young man that, for the past 2 hours, I have not been able to remember my wife's name. That's why I'm addressing her as dear and darling. Okay, so basically, if we are not able to remember certain things, and if we are able to remember them after a period of time, that is okay. That is fine. But generally, what happens with in people who have Alzheimer's, the fact that this incident occurred, that totally gets lost. They don't remember that this incident has occurred at all. Okay, so basically, what we are trying to say is well learned procedures which we have learned over a period of time that remain stable. So we might have difficulty solving, complex problems or recent events which have occurred. Generally, we might have difficulty recalling that. Okay, so that is related to memory. Okay. Now the third thing which we need to understand is attention. Okay, so attention or basically concentration, our ability to concentrate on something. Okay, so there are three kinds of attention. Okay, so the first one is selective attention. Okay, so what is selective attention? Selective attention is the ability to focus on something specific despite presence of distracting or irrelevant information. Okay, so basically, if I'm trying to see a website, okay, so if I want to know what are the whatever the train timings or the flight timings, and in that particular site, say suppose the Air India site, I'm able to get what I want. Okay, so basically the ability to focus on that timing which I want, despite all that other information that is there on that website. Okay, so basically the spotting of relevant information which is useful to me on a very maybe whatever cluttered website. Okay, so basically that is selective. Whatever I want, I am able to select or get that particular information. So that comes under selective attention. The second is divided attention. Now, what is divided attention? Divided attention is basically multitasking, doing different things at the same time, ability to manage multiple tasks or whatever streams of information at the same time. Okay, and the third thing is sustained attention. Okay, so the ability to remain concentrated on something for an extended period of time, sustaining your attention or sustaining your concentration. Okay, now what happens in old age? What kind of changes take place in old age? Okay, so basically what they are saying is that this sustained attention does not get affected. Okay, our ability to concentrate on a particular thing for a sustained period of time does not get affected. And you will see examples of so many people, philosophers, artists who have done a lot of great work, in their old age. Okay, so I remember reading that Plato died at the age of 81 when he was actually trying to write something on his writing table. So basically, our ability to concentrate on something for a long period of time, for a prolonged period of time, does not get affected. But what gets affected? This selective attention and the divided attention. So the ability to multitask, to do different things at the same time gets affected. So that is why, and the second thing is selective attention. If generally there is a lot of noise, it becomes difficult to concentrate on what the other person is saying. If I see that there is a lot of clutter, there are a lot of things which are there, which have been kind of spread out, it becomes difficult for me to get whatever I'm trying to find. Okay, so basically what that means is we can get easily distracted by the surrounding environment. Okay, so what we are trying to say, when it comes to attention, the ability to remain concentrated on something does not get affected. You can do that. You can focus. You can concentrate, provided you are interested in doing that particular thing. If you are not interested, that attention is going to reduce. Your ability to concentrate on that particular thing is going to reduce. Okay, but that ability is there. If you are not going to use that ability, then that is a different thing, but that ability is there. Okay. Okay, so as I have written, easily distracted by noise and whatever visual clutter is there, not very good at multitasking, but good at sustained attention. Okay, that is what we need to keep in mind. Language skills. Okay, so language skills cover a variety of abilities, understanding and producing both verbal and written language. Okay, so what happens to language skills? What have they said? Psychologists, vocabulary can remain stable and it also improves with age. Okay, vocabulary improves with age. Okay, more time may be needed to find a specific word, but as we have been saying, you might recollect that after some period of time. But vocabulary remains stable and it can improve with age. And the other thing is, may struggle with fast speech. So if someone who is talking to me is speaking in a very fast tone, then that might be difficult for me to understand. Okay, but vocabulary basically improves with age. Okay, comprehension, whatever is written, that whatever is written, I will be able to read that, grasp that, and basically retain that. Okay, so if basically speech comprehension, that means if someone is speaking to me but is doing it in a very fast way, that might get affected. So if a person has vision difficulties, if a person has hearing difficulties, then it might get affected. But the vocabulary that is there, that generally improves with age. Okay, so this much is clear. Vocabulary will improve with age. So they have clearly written that there more time may be needed to find a specific word. It can happen. It does not happen with everyone, but it generally does happen in old age. But you will be able to remember it. So there is no need to fear these things, or there is no need to get scared of these things unless and until it hampers, or it your all your daily activities get hampered to a great extent. Okay, so the other, this is emotional regulation. Okay, so what have they said regarding emotional regulation? So this refers to the way one processes and regulates emotions, especially negative ones. Okay, so if I am basically thinking of something that is unpleasant, okay, so I might take time to move out of that negative state, and I might remain in that negative state for a long period of time. Okay, so to get over that negative state, to get over that period of despair or fear, that generally takes time. That generally takes time. So I might take time to move out of a negative state, but overall, it is seen that older adults become positive and optimistic. Why? Because if you have found what you want to do in life, if we have found what I enjoy in life, or if I have found what I get lost in, and if I know, if I try and understand, these are the things which I enjoy. These are the people with whom I have a good time. These are the people who make me feel good about myself. In general, older adults become more overall positive and optimistic. But if they happen to think about something negative, they might take time to come out of that. Okay, that is why regulation of emotions becomes a little difficult in old age. Okay, the last thing, intelligence. Okay, so intelligence does not become less with age. What is intelligence? It is mental alertness and the ability to learn new material, new information, make wise decisions, and deal with stressful situations. This is how intelligence has been defined. So there are two types of intelligence. One is the crystallized intelligence and the second is fluid intelligence. Okay, so what is crystallized intelligence? Crystallized intelligence is knowledge, skills, and abilities that are gained over a period of time. Okay, and which we also refer to as wisdom. Okay, so knowledge, skills, abilities over a period of time. Whatever I have gathered, whatever I have accumulated, knowledge, whatever I know, lessons that I have learned, lessons that I have learned from the mistakes that I have done. So that is crystallized intelligence. So maybe in old age, that becomes more clear, more definite, more crystallized with time. Okay, and the second type of intelligence is fluid intelligence. That refers to abilities related to processing power, taking in new information, problem solving with new or less familiar information. So it is this fluid intelligence which will get affected. Okay, so intelligence does not become less with age. Whatever information is unfamiliar, whatever information I am gathering which is new, not known to me, which I have not known in my entire life, which I am trying to gain now in my old age, that will take time. But whatever I have gained over a period of time, generally that stays, that remains. And even in cases like Alzheimer's, you see people, whatever they have been doing for a long period of time, generally they do not forget that. Like when I was working in a care home in Khar, so where we had this person who had Alzheimer's, she was in her first stage, but every week she wanted to cook something for all the residents. So because she was cooking the entire life, she had not forgotten. Every time, she wanted to, ये मैं मेथी की भाजी बनाऊं, मैं पनीर के पकोड़े बनाऊं, and constantly she wanted to try out new recipes in the kitchen. Okay, so intelligence does not become less with age. Okay, so ability to learn is there, which is what we call as neuroplasticity. What is neuroplasticity? Neuro is neurons. Plastic is not the plastic that we use. Plastic is something that is changeable, that is moldable. That is neuroplasticity. Okay, till now, till recently, scientists had thought that new neurons cannot be created in old age. But now scientists, psychologists have said that new neurons can be created in old age and new connections between these neurons can be formed. But when will it form? When we try and give it some stimuli, when we try and do something that is mentally challenging, only then the connections between the neurons is going to get strengthened. It is not exercise automatic होती है क्या? Automatic होती है, आपको तो कुछ करना पड़ता है ना, योगा करना पड़ता है, आप वॉकिंग कीजिए, जॉगिंग कीजिए, कुछ भी आप एक्सरसाइज करते हैं उसको करना पड़ता है. तो उसी प्रकार मेंटल एक्सरसाइज भी उतनी ही जरूरी है और मेंटल एक्सरसाइज कॉन्शियसली विथ फुल अवेयरनेस हमको करनी पड़ती है. वी हैव टू वर्क on our brain and keeping ourselves mentally active. We have to work on it. So that is neuroplasticity. And the ability to adapt is there with the brain. If that would not have been there, we would not be able to adapt or adjust to new situations like retirement, like losing our loved ones, losing our friends. The brain is constantly adapting. The brain constantly, अगर आप उसको स्टिमुलाई दोगे, आप कोई उसको मेंटली मतलब उसको एक रिच एनवायरनमेंट चाहिए, एक लर्निंग एनवायरनमेंट चाहिए, तो ही वो जो न्यूरॉन्स है वो जनरली टिके रहेंगे. आप अगर किसी को अगर अल्जाइमर्स हुआ है, उसका अगर आप ब्रेन देखेंगे, सो दैट ब्रेन जनरली श्रिंक्स. Why does it shrink? Because the neurons die. So if we want these remains neurons to remain, then something has to be done. Okay, and I think I must have given this example of this. The researchers had done this experiment on rats. और वो rats को उन्होंने, because you can't do it on human beings, उन्होंने rats में ये experiment किया था. And वो rats, there were two, one controlled rats और एक experimental, उन्होंने rats, two groups of rats. और एक जो group of rats था, उनको कोई भी उन्होंने stimulation नहीं दिया. They were just kept as it is. The other group of rats, they were given some slides और उनको एक ऐसे cognitively stimulating environment में रखा गया, slides, swings, and they constantly had to pass one challenge after the other. And in those rats, the neurons increase. Okay, so that ability to adapt, that ability to learn remains, is there. Okay, the other thing is self-fulfilling prophecy. So we have talked about ageism in the past. Okay, so whatever stereotypes that are there related to old age, older adults are not able to learn, they are not able to do this, they are not able to do that. So that generally even older adults internalize that, and that is what we call as self-fulfilling prophecy. Which means if I am told throughout my life that memory is going to reduce or I'm going to lose my memory in old age, I have believed that. So I will not even try and exercise my mind. Okay, and that is what is called memory avoidance. What is memory avoidance? Avoidance of memory strategies where there is general lack of memory confidence. I don't have any confidence in my memory. Why? Because I have believed all these stereotypes. I cannot do it. No, I cannot do it. So why should I try? So that is what is called memory avoidance. And another experiment which researchers had done, they had done with youth and with older adults, and they had given some mathematical calculations. Okay, and they had to do those calculations once, and in the next part, what they had to do is whatever answers they had found, they had to quickly fill it in. The same mathematical calculations had to be done in the next part also. But older adults, what they did, older adults did all those mathematical calculations in the second part also, all that all over again. And the youth, what they did, they remembered the answers to those particular mathematical calculations and they wrote the answers because they did it out of memory, remembering those answers. But old people, they were not basically relying on their memory. So they again did those mathematical calculations. So that is basically memory avoidance. And they generally say that the way we look at aging, our attitude towards aging is what is extremely important. And people who have positive attitude towards aging will also live 7.5 years. This is according to research, 7.5 years more, and they will be able to age in a better way than people who have negative attitude or negative stereotypes towards it. Okay, so learning is possible remembering is possible, but certain things maybe we need to, whatever things deteriorate, that is something that we need to understand and cope with that. But there are a lot of things, there are a lot of advantages to aging also, which is what we also need to keep in mind. So thank you very much for your patient listening. So if you have any thing, please feel free.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Amruta, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nicely
Very-
explained. Yeah.
Mental remaining.
Very nice.
Thank you very much, Amrita. This has been really, really helpful. Everybody, I'll be putting up this video on our website in case you want to listen